Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. All right, I'm checking a few things here real quick. Make sure that you can see me. Make sure you can hear me. All right, all is well. Okay, it is Sunday, December 12th, 5:20 p.m. here in the Arizona desert where the dark winter definitely has started. It was in the 60s this morning. All right, bitcoindailyview.com. Got more for you there always. Checking out Coin 360, looking at the crypto market in squares. Let me refresh these windows real quick while we rock through to get the latest on what's going on. All right. We're seeing some green in the market. Definitely Friday, Saturday, especially, was not exactly inspiring. But today, things are looking good. Bitcoin's crossed some important moving averages, and we're above 50K. We're holding on to that. Near that was cranking earlier this weekend is now, well, it's giving it all back. Okay. I do see dark green for DOT, dark green for SHIB haters, and also for ENJ and QNT. So we got some things moving. Oh, and Crow just turned green. 5% up. People are using their crypto.com cards. All right. Looking at Bitcoin trading volume. This is frightening. Okay, 2.6 billion. That's not enough. We need at least 3 billion for things to work, 4 billion for good possibilities, and 5 billion definitely for some upwards movement. So Bitcoin is moving up, but there is crap volume. So why is it happening? Looks like whale play to me. Are they petitioning? Are they petitioning? Are they positioning for something to happen on Monday? I'm not sure. Anyway, Binance 1.3 billion, nothing. Coinbase $500 million though, not too bad. All right, my favorite little exchange, Bittrex in Seattle, 11 billion. That's not good. Needs to have at least 20 billion for the day to really rock. Anyway, we're seeing crap volume. No volume yet. Bitcoin's doing well, and some alts, a very few, are doing okay. Anyway. Trading volume for all spot pairs on Binance, 13.8 billion, down 18% last 24 hours. That's really, really damn low. We want to see at least crap 25 to 30 billion for something to happen, and 50 billion is good. And now looking at derivatives, we want to see 75 billion. We're seeing 40 billion, down 18% also. So really, we've got a dead market, in my opinion. Looking at longs versus shorts, sentiment on Binance for Bitcoin, 58% long, 41% short. Yes, it's a long bias, but it's not enough. I'm just going to call that indecisive. For Ethereum, 68% long, 31% short. A slight positive long bias there for Ethereum. All right, looking at let's not bother with this because it's not weak right now. It's not the week. So let's not look at the traditional markets. Let's look at BTC versus USDT. So I don't have everything completely together, but I wanted to get on here real quick and just rock things out because I'm seeing good stuff happening. Check this out, 45-minute chart for Bitcoin. All right, what has happened? We have gotten above the 200 moving average, above the 314 moving average. We're coming down to test 314. We tested it. We're moving back up. We are sideways. Once we can, the longer we stay above the 200 moving average, the more positive things look. We crossed here. How long we've been above? 12 hours. You get past that 12-hour mark. You get past that 12-hour mark. That's definitely positive. 24 even better. 48 even better. So since we just kind of hit 12 hours over the 200 moving average on a 45-minute chart for Bitcoin, watch for alts to start to explode and lose their friggin' minds, as you can see DOT is doing, and so is SHIB. You SHIB haters, take that. I hope your day is going crappy. Anyway, with that said, getting back to here. We're not looking bad. We got some good stuff going on. A lot of green here in the directional index. ADX is where we like to see it. It's about 24, about to hit 25. That's totally positive. Squeeze indicators in the green. KRIs in the green. Stochastic RSI shows it's a grumpy damn indicator, but it does show a tangent turning up, and we are oversold. So bam, time to buy. This little cool off here has definitely paid off as we bounce off the 314 moving average. At least for now, it looks like that's what's going to happen. Wait till oscillated by Lazy Bear shows maybe we're going to cool off a little bit, some more sideways before we go forward. Looking at a 4-hour chart, where we at? All right, 4-hour chart. I like what I'm seeing. We still got a ways to go to challenge that 200 moving average in the 4-hour chart, but we are moving up. We're in the middle of the RSI cave towards the upper side. I like seeing that. Directional index, squeeze indicator showing upwards momentum. So is the KRI. Stochastic RSI shows we're definitely pushing hard. Wait till oscillated by Lazy Bear shows we definitely can continue moving up. All the stochastic RSI does show possible sideways before we continue because we are pretty damn pumped. But you know what? RSI, FU, anything can happen. It's kind of a lagging indicator. 4-hour chart. Okay, ADX is definitely dropping, but the directional index is in the green. This is pretty strong movement. Usually we're seeing a strong uptrend, which we are seeing a strong uptrend right here. Let me actually just kind of define something I said a little bit better so it makes sense. We have this uptrend. Yep, we certainly do. It's a 4-hour chart. We've been uptrending. I like that. We're seeing disparity between the RSI and the which oscillator by Lazy Bear. So usually in these cases, I just, I like these two to match in the 4-hour. Right now, Scott's RSI shows we've definitely pushed very, very hard. Is it time for a turn down? Well, you can kind of look. I mean, maybe it's all about just looking at the chart. I mean, Bitcoin can do whatever it wants. So if you do look, when you ride the top of the RSI, not the RSI, when the stochastic RSI rides the top in the overbought territory for a while, you did tend to see cool offs after that, but they don't have to be that great, and it can stay up there for quite a while, and it can also go back and go back down into the play zone and the buy zone for the oversold while Bitcoin continues going sideways. So anyway, we're seeing some powerful upwards pressure. This is good. You can see it more so on the 45-minute chart. Bitcoin definitely making some powerful moves right now. This is a beautiful thing. I like it. And if we do look, I mean, you could actually, if you want it to be daring, you can do, where's my parallel channels? You really could at this point, I do believe. Yep, I'm going to go for it. You really could draw a channel just like this if you want it. I think that we definitely could be in an upwards channel. That would make sense. We're about to bounce off the bottom, which is also the 314. Let's see if we can stay above that on the 45-minute chart. But anyway, this is looking positive. What does worry me is, back here, there's no retail trading volumes. This is definitely whales probably making this happen. Interesting stuff. So with that, we'll see what happens. Bitcoin can definitely just dump and give it all back in a second. But we've been on an uptrend. We've been above the 10 moving average for 12 hours now. That's positive. Hopefully we're not seeing it actually give it back to you. Give it back while I'm actually chatting here. Let's look at a 15-minute chart. You can see that uptrend kind of looking pretty good. Let's see what happens. We're either going to get a bounce at the bottom of this channel that we can see here on the 15. We can also see it on the 45-minute chart, or it's either going to, let's see what happens. I myself am thinking we're more likely to bounce at this point. So if we can keep this upwards momentum, if we can stay above this 200 moving average, especially this 314 as we go into Monday, we've already been above it for 12 hours. Definitely Lambo action Monday. The fact that we've been above it 12 hours already, almost, or right at, is showing here. You're seeing SHIB take off, QNT, Crow's taken off, Dot's taken off. So we're going to see some alts really start to move. So watch that tonight and into Monday if we stay above the 200 moving average for Bitcoin. All right, let's just look at SHIB here. Actually, also, if we look at Bitcoin, let's look at Bitcoin on the daily chart real quick here. Okay, daily chart, it's looking wonderful. This is just pure magic. Daily chart, you can see we did get below the 50 moving average quite a while ago, back there on November 18th. Came down. We've bounced off the 200 moving average. We went through the 314. That happens. We made a bounce off the 200 moving average. We also got back above the 314. We tested it. Now we're above it. That's looking good. And what is about to happen? Bam! Look at this. Now, unless the whales come in and ass hammer us, okay, look at that. We have got a positive MACD cross in the works. I would set an alert. The histogram is closing in the right direction. We're way down here in the you're screwed, you've been losing money for a while territory. We have this beautiful, 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 nice long downtrend. If we can turn this around and start moving up, it's just absolutely glorious. So let's see what happens. Watch for this, the tangent's going in the right direction, histogram's closing in the right direction. Let's see what happens if we can get this to turn around towards the positive, which it's moving towards on the daily chart. Boom, it's going to be glorious. Right now, the 200 moving average and 314 are definitely on our side. Let's see if we can go challenge that 50 moving average and get back in the action. We kind of already are. As you can see back here, what happens when you cool off for a while, like we did there, and then balance of that 200 and that 314. This is a 314 bounce more than a 200, but it doesn't really matter. You can see what's playing out. Just think about it. What if we got, let me actually measure this out right here just for fun, because we're heading towards the end of this year, and many people do think it's going to be kind of a Christmas rally. A lot of people do believe that we could still see some serious gains by the end of this year. I think it is possible. So let's just look at this last 200 moving average alone break, and how far we moved up. We can just take this first peak here. That was 45%. So that's pretty darn glorious. So let's just say, for fun, that we were able to pull that off again. Got to moving average. Let's just say 45%. If we did it again, 45%. Where does that put us? Puts us at 68,000. So really, that would put us right back at preview. I think 69 was our previous all-time high. So anyway, let's see what happens. We can get there. Definitely see what happens in December or January. But I think we might see some crazy moves. So anyway, there you go. It's looking good, looking positive. I'm liking it. Let's see what happens. It's kind of hard to believe, 100K by the end of the year, but you know what? There's no top, there's no bottom. Anything can happen. Definitely could see said in the 70s right now without even really breaking any rules of reality. Without it even being anything too insane. Let's look at ETH versus USDT quite quickly here. Okay. ETH versus USDT on the daily chart. Think about ETH versus USDT on the daily chart. As you can see, back here, we broke above the 200 moving average right around the 25th of July. We've tested it since then, but we're doing good. So really, Ethereum versus USDT is really powerful. It stayed powerful. It's above the 200 moving average. Right now, these indicators are slowly perking up. So I think Ethereum basically is going to follow Bitcoin. Definitely, Ethereum could get crazy if Bitcoin starts moving. It's in the right spot to do it. It's the daily chart. Let's look at a 45-minute chart. Ethereum versus USDT. It's 45. Bam. Come on now. 45-minute chart. I don't know why it's not really. Oh, it's running right. Okay, so 45-minute chart. Definitely Ethereum for the immediate price action did challenge 200 moving average in 314 there. Did not quite make it over, but in general, these indicators do look pretty darn good. How's the one sec? How's the squeeze indicator looking? Squeeze indicator. Oh, one sec. One sec. You can turn the oven off. Sorry. Anyway, there we go. So sorry about the disturbance there. So anyway, squeeze indicator's looking good. Let's see if ETH can challenge that 200 moving average on the 45-minute chart here. It's the top of the RSI cave. It definitely pushed pretty hard. Let's see what happens. If Bitcoin stays strong, Ethereum will definitely probably make that jump. Okay, one more thing to look at. SHIB Inu, SHIB versus USDT. Look at that gloriousness, broke above the 200 moving average. Blue diamond merit badge for doing that all in one candle. That's incredibly bullish to me. 45-minute chart here. It came back down. Right now, it did not make it to the 200 moving average back down. Made it to 314. So a 200 and 314 break. Came down to the 314. It's challenged it twice. Let's see if it bounces. Directional index is in the green. ADX is where we want it. Squeeze indicator is powerful. KRI is in the right spot. Scar's eye is cooling off, but that's going to, I kind of like where it's at because it'll get into the bought territory pretty darn soon. Oversold and turn up. Wage translated by Lazy Bear is showing a little bit of a cool off. I mean, that's a lot of pushing right there. So anyway, short time frame, SHIB is looking really powerful. Like I say, this is the kind of thing I really, really enjoy. I love setups like this because of this. All right. Even though this is just kind of a jagged chart, what I like is when you see trades like this. They're just beautiful. A nice, glorious downtrend, even though we did have a burst above the 200 moving average back here. We had some good gains there. A nice, beautiful downtrend. If we break out now, right now, like we have done previously here, that's going to be glorious. So watch, and definitely it's lined up with Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin continues to do well, we're definitely going to see SHIB lose its friggin' mind. So SHIB haters, well, there's bliss for you. Anyway, remember, for every Bitcoin Satoshi you own, a piece of shit banker cries. Take care, and I will see you guys Monday.